Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, it's been a funny one because in the last 24 hours or so in the UK, we've had hits from three of our heavyweights, and that is Central Cee, Stormzy, and also our man Digger D. I mean, Digger D did Stay Inside, Stormzy dropped Hide and Seek, and now our man Central Cee is dropping One Up. Is that to one up the other two? I don't know. Guys, it's going to be interesting. Let's check out our man from the west side, our man Central Cee, and let's check out his cut, One Up. Oh, you see, he's got the old kind of like Chanel, isn't it? The Central Cee kind of thing. Chanel.
They think they got one up on us.
Mm.
Don't trust bitches out of my doors, there's some I can trust.
So Central Cee doesn't trust a certain type of people. He thinks they've got one up on him. Oh.
They think they got one up on us. That's what they think. Got PTSD nearly done up a finger, they ran up on
The fake do a good job blending in with the road these days, but I still tell the difference. Realness get recognition, I recognize that from a distance. See it from.
That's kind of like the anonymous mask, isn't it? Well, the fake do a good job blending in with the real these days. Whoa. So maybe you can check out some of these lyrics as well as he's dropping them.
They think they got one up on us. Don't trust bitches out of my doors, there's some I can trust. They think they got one up on us. That's what.
You know it.
They think they got one up on us. That's what they think. Got PTSD nearly done up a finger, they ran up on
The fake do a good job blending in with the road these days, but I still tell the difference. Realness get recognition, I recognize that from a distance. See it from far. Bare AMPR told bro, big, you don't smoke weed in a car. It feels good to see me in the charts. I used to hit shots, sell rock and Linkin.
So he used to be a person who used to play on the streets. You know, he used to buy and sell on the streets. Used to hit shots, sell rock, and link up in parks. But I think what you're saying was A&R and things now, because he's moved from one mode to another. He can't be seen doing those things anymore if he's going to become mainstream and get all the, the play that he wants to get. I don't know, guys. Let's just rock this from the top, guys. He's cleaning his jewelry.
They think they got one up on us. Don't trust bitches out of my doors, there's some I can trust. They think they got one up on us. That's what they think. Got PTSD nearly done up a finger, they ran up on.
Did you say he's got PTSD?
The fake do a good job blending in with the road these days, but I still tell the difference. Realness get recognition, I recognize that from a distance.
So it's real recognize real. We used to say that way back in the day. So if you are fake, you'll still get you'll still get caught, you'll still get spotted, because real recognizes real. That's what our man's saying here. So there's a lot of people trying to blend in, trying to get on the bandwagon, as EPMD would have said way back in the days. Get off the bandwagon. Oh my gosh. And he says he recognized from a distance, and he sees you people from far. And I always say, guys, I've always had that. It's that inner feeling, the gut feeling. You know who's real, you know who's not. You know who's playing a game, you know who's been straight down the middle, guys. You know it.
See it from far. Bare AMPR told bro, big, you don't smoke weed in a car.
Oh, so sorry. He's talking about getting recognized. Is it the number plate recognition system? So they're trying to say that you was in the car smoking weed.
Feels good to see me in the charts. I used to hit shots, sell rock and Linkin Parks. You've been warned, I'll ring the alarm. They talk.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like double entendre. There's a Linkin Parks. It's a pop group, isn't it? It's a rock group or something as well. You link up in Parks. It says here they talk about the trap they ain't been in once. So yeah, that's true. So, but it's not just from trap and stuff. From way back in the days, people have always associated themselves with doing stuff like this. I know from fact, many years ago, I knew a guy who used to run with things like this, whatever, and he started talking, started chatting, and then people came to his yard. They tried to kick his door in. He wasn't there at the time, thank goodness. His parents were there. They tried to kick in his yard. They came armed with machetes because they heard that he was now face on the scene. But it wasn't his scene. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about way back in the days when I was a teenager, people. So things have changed, totally different. But seriously, if you step into someone's, their territory, you step into someone's business, they'll come looking for you. That is the honest truth. And it's a good thing he wasn't there because, oh my goodness, I'd hate to think what happened. These guys were armed to the teeth.
By the trap, they ain't been in it once. Why'd you got the trench coat on? It's black and low like a Christian nun. Tryna locate me a new plate, I don't put trust in vintage guns. Stop whinging and go get some money, what's wrong with these self-inflicted bums? For my livelihood, push white in my hood, but I don't recommend it, there's no longevity. Central, don't forget me, money don't make me lose my memory. A2 anti-do man badly, do that gladly. I treat every day like a Monday morning, I treat every month like a January.
I want to roll back. Was he in the studios there? He had an axe on him. Oh my gosh. So what recording studio is this he's at? Guys, if you know what the instruments are, looks like a mini Moog, that one. Not sure. It looks like a Moog. I'm not sure, guys. Not sure. You see the bling on his belt here as well. Protect the children. That's true. So he's working hard in the studio. Can Central Cee play guitar? Can he play the axe? I don't know. I
treat every day like a Monday morning, I treat every month like a January. They think they got one up on us. DTB, I don't trust bitches out of my doors, there's some I can trust. Won't even lie, I got PTSD.
DTB, and he's got PTSD. He doesn't trust a certain kind of people.
Nearly done up a finger, they ran up on us. I left home when I was 14, YJ was 10 and a man of the house. We go from baby straight to men. Get some money, relive your childhood. Shorty, think that I'm childish. Tryna pull down my trousers, rip my nut on my Calvins.
Oh dear. So I didn't know that he left home at 14. Whoa. And he still acts childish from time to time, but that would make sense if you had to grow up so quickly. Because literally, as a 14-year-old, you should still, be getting into adolescence and stuff and doing some childish things and having fun, enjoying life. Life's tough, life's rough. Guys, you need to make time to have fun and enjoy yourselves. Seriously. I'm not even going to talk about his crackers, man. Trust me on that.
Out of sight, out of mind. We ain't gotta jump out this ride. Unwind the window, keep it simple. Try hit man off his mountain bike. Link up with a ganja farmer, cutting down plants, no agriculture. Leave it to God, we don't practice obia. Planning correct, we gon' catch.
Oh. So when he said leave it to God, we don't practice obi, does he mean obeya? Oh my gosh, I used to read a lot of books back in the days. And was it Victor Headley? It's not Victor Yardley, Victor Headley. He wrote a book, Obeya. If you haven't read it, read it. It's one of the black authors who was writing so it certainly must be the early 90s. Obeya. That's a kind of witchcraft, isn't it? Let's check out. Was that what he's talking about? Yeah, Obeya. Leave it to God, we don't practice Obeya. So that comes from, I can't remember now because I've read it many years ago. Was it Africa or the Caribbean? Obeya, the practice of witchcraft. And I remember at the same time, Victor Headley, he was writing books like Yardley, not Yardley, sorry. Yardley, he had all the stuff from Manchester, so it was Gunchester. So we're talking the very early 90s and stuff. I used to read every single book in that series, guys. Remember, guys, I read lots and lots of books. And if you read books and you want to be a gangster and stuff like that, you need to read books from way back in the days, Chester Himes. So if you want to read your books of New York, Chester Himes talks about the 1920s. You want to read books from Donald Goines, So if you want to read your books on gangsterism, you read books like that. Iceberg Slim. Trust me on that, guys. I've still got all them books here, so trust me on that. If you want to learn about the real lifestyle from way back in the days, so the 20s through to the 60s, down to the 70s, all the way through to the 90s. Trust me on that. Link up with a ganja farmer, cutting down plants, no agriculture. Leave it to God, we don't practice obia. Planning correct, we gon' catch him. I can't go broke, that's a no, can't fall off, that's awkward. My chain cost 60,000, cool, that's a club performance. Well, 60 G's.
I don't like bragging. I'm a low life, but I like high fashion.
That's so funny. I don't like bragging. I'm a low life, but I like fashion. But it's funny when he says he doesn't like bragging. So you get the contradiction there when he talks about his chain costs £60,000. Oh my gosh. But he says he's a low life, but he likes the high fashion.
A Miri denim, it cost a arm and a leg and a jean, still sagging. Bro, still chinging, bro, still trapping, yin and a yang, and I need more balance. Baby, I just
The
wanna
yin
fuck,
yang.
I'm sorry, I don't wanna meet your parents.
So literally, he just wants a booty call.
They think they got one up on us. DTP, I don't trust bitches out of my dogs, there's some I can trust. Won't even lie, I got PTSD, nearly done up a fanger, they ran up on us. I left home when I was 14, YJ was 10 and a man in the house. We go from baby straight to men. They think they got one up on us. DTP, I don't trust bitches out of my dogs, there's some I can trust. Won't even lie, I got PTSD, nearly done up a fanger, they ran up on us. I left home when I was 14, YJ was...
Oh, look at this recording studio. Can't really see what equipment they've got. So they'll have analog as well as digital. I'm an analog person, people. Analog always. So you get all the rack mounted stuff rather than the digital stuff.
10 and a man in the house. We go from baby straight to men.
You see he's got his 23 on his shoes. And the thing is, 23 is meant to be one of these numbers which gives people power, grace, virtue, and all this kind of stuff. So that's why Central Cee runs with the 23. So number 23, I'm certain it was... Who's the comedic actor? I forget his name, who did Mask and who did Ace Ventura. He did a film about the number 23. I've forgotten his name. So guys, that was... Oh, is that Montclair? I don't even know how to pronounce that, guys. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know down here in the comment section, guys. I'm old school. I still remember. So for way back in the days, I still remember Carl Carney, you know, cross colours, things like that. Trust me on that. So all this kind of stuff. And this was street gear that we used to wear when we used to go States and stuff, whatever, people. I might still be able to pull out some of the old street gear that I had from way back in the days, guys. But it's all moved on a pace. It's all moved on a pace, people. Trust me on that. Montclair. Was it Montclair? Montclair? I don't know. I don't know. So that's our man Central Cee from the West Side, people. My neck of the woods. And he dropped one up. So it's almost like one-upmanship. He's got one up. And it's fitting because it was dropped on the same day, I think, as Stormzy dropped Hide and Seek. As our man Digger D. You know, and I think they've got, well, I'm not going to go too much into that. He dropped Stay Inside. So the UK scene's buzzing, people. I hope you enjoyed them ones. So I've got reactions to Digger D. I've got reactions to Stormzy as well. And now I've just dropped this reaction to Central Cee. I like this track. This track was good. I like Central Cee. I like it when he's got that sort of mid-flow, isn't he? He's got that mid-flow. And he just runs with it and rolls with it. Yeah, that was good. And he gave us a little bit more backstory into him, you know, 14 years of age, having to leave home. And did he say YJ? I can't remember what his name was the man of the house, etc., etc. But yeah, so that was one up, Central Cee. Guys, here at Urb'n Barz, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, get his comments down here in the comment section, guys. I always read them and I'll respond to them as soon as I can. Enjoy yourselves, guys. It's the weekend, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and let's meet up again soon.